Drew versus Orlando Magic, as you can see. And I'm about to do a game with them. For point guard, I got Uncle Drew. For shooting guard, I got Boots. For power forward, I got Preacher. For center, I got Big Fella Shaq. And for square, I got Lights Out. Lights out, lights out.
Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic.
Big fella.
Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. And Wendell Carter Jr., Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on you. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Here's Garrett, and the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Fultz. It's a three-point game. A nice shot by Carter.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Wasted no time on that one.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Fast break, the Bronx. Here's the lob to the hoop. And that's out of bounds. The Bronx will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Out to the right wing. Yep, that one goes. He has 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Knocks it loose. Defended by Carter. Inside.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Yeah, and the coach said,
outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And just look at how he navigates.
Backcourt.
His athleticism is eye-opening. And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fultz the pass to Suggs. And they get it. Bronx grabs the miss.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Right on the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Aiden's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
We'll have to get the dunking with everybody, too. So our objective is to score 10 points with everybody
and here's Wagner.
And get a dunk in with everybody.
Passes it to Suggs. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others. And they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Stolen by Carter. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Wait, who blocked it? Oh.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Suggs. Oh, Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And you know, Jalen Suggs has had to deal with some huge expectations, but he's got a great attitude and always works hard to live up to them.
Here we are, opening night, and these players, Steve, are just about as excited as the fans.
You love it, Kevin. Preseason is over. Game 1, it starts the real season. And yes, you want to get off to a great start.
And if you look at this first half, overall,
got the white Converses.
The better shot selection.
What they have done
now,
is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
At least 10 shots.
Fires the 3, and the Bronx another 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bronx.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And Orlando has possession after the Bronx got the 3-pointer. Wagner wide open. That one falls.
But we still win this, so.
Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Shot from 16. Carter pulls it in.
Shaq, you gotta get those rebounds.
The Magic trail by 12.
And
where's
the Magic
Bol
right
Bol?
now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently
Shaq,
they
you
lack
need to be
that
blocking
stuff.
those shots.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy?
The 15-footer, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without
Shaq
a top
is
10
not
player
doing
on the
good.
roster. The Magic have been
Shaq,
patient in their
okay,
approach.
it's
And
Shaq's
one
turn.
player taking a lead this season would be huge.
Yeah, nobody can get through Shaq.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensively,
Ain't
giving
nobody
up
can
far
get
too
through
many
big
open
fella.
rhythm looks.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up
This is
their
basically
defense
an
in the
all-star
paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Bol comes in for Banchero. Isaac's checked in for Franz Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Now, here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. Back to Anthony. The 3. The shot, no
Pass
good.
it to Shaq.
The Bronx goes the other way with
I mean, big fella. Ball. I want ball.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he gets the basket. Officials are blowing the whistle, so
let's try to make it to a 3-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bronx shooting their
Best
first free throw tonight. The Magic trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision. Well, if it ain't broke, don't
big fella
fix
switch
it.
hands.
They
And
keep
just have
getting
to
it in the
switch
paint
hands.
and continue
Okay, let's go for a 3.
consistently.
From the arc. They get it again.
Come on.
Rebound by the Magic. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Isaac kicks to Wagner. Offline with his 3. The Bronx leading by 17. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Just pass the ball to him.
And finished off by Wagner.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
11 points.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
Preacher and
they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And wait a minute. Is that Carmelo Anthony? Yo! No, wait a minute. What team is Carmelo Anthony on? Wait a minute. I gotta see this. There's no way Carmelo Anthony got traded. Carmelo Anthony gets traded to the Orlando Magic. What team is Patrick Beverly on? What team is Patrick Beverly on?
He just had a trade with the Lakers. They just traded Patrick Beverly
Mo
for
Bamba is not.
That's outstanding. Can he get every rebound? Get freaky with it.
So it's the Bronx taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you...
Wait a minute. I need to see Mo Bamba real quick.
guys think?
In that first period.
Oh, wait. I'm going to get on the Orlando and sub Carmelo in real quick.
They showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
That's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
They've got Anthony. Cole is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Wagner. And it's Carter in at the 5. That's the grid start in the second quarter for the Magic.
What?
That one from Isaac.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And
hey,
about Franz Wagner,
Get blocked.
of consistency as soon as he came into the league. You know what you'll get from him every night.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in, and the dunk by Bol.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean
foul. Watch this. Get blocked. Watch. Yeah, that's why you missed.
The Bronx goes the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Just like back in the day.
And it's Anthony at the elbow. Got
a
hand on it.
Thank you for throwing the alley-oops.
Here's Garrett.
Ah!
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Banchero comes in for Isaac, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
This is the shot you want to get him an open look from range.
Wow!
Outside Anthony. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Drew, guarded by Fultz. The shot from 20 feet away, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more. Here's Fultz. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Outside Anthony. Pass to Carter. He kicks it to Ben. Carroll.
He cannot shoot.
Deep. Bronx grabs the miss. Here's Drew. He has 5. It's stolen by Anthony.
Go, Drew!
Wagner's checked in for the match. Jalen Suggs comes in for Bull.
Ball. Oh, that's a foul!
Banchero dishes to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Wagner missing.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Picked him clean. Pass to Drew.
Oh, yes.
And he dunks it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Down low. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
1:04 left in the first half. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Wagner's checked in for Cole Anthony. Here's Garrett. They grab their own miss. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Fultz. After the Bronx picking up a basket just moments ago.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nice pass.
Got a piece of it.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, shoot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Sinks that one from the post. Fultz has got his first 2 points of the night.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Here's Drew, guarded by Fultz. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 18 points for him.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
And so it's the Bronx with 8.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the end for the Bronx. Kenny, what was your impression?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
Looking at Orlando, Shaq, your thoughts?
And they were gunning a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I'd like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
And now with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
Wow!
So it's Orlando now. So on the floor for the Bronx.
Jalen Suggs is a terrible shooter sometimes. See, watch. You see that shot? He's about to make that.
Sinks the three-pointer. Suggs has got the first basket in the third quarter for the Magic.
And if he's knocking down threes with consistency, Suggs almost impossible to check.
There's the pass to Drew. From deep three-point range, and they recover it. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Fultz looking around. It's tipped out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown.
I'm going to help y'all.
Defense at its finest, going right at
you
the shot and
then
able to knock it away.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Leaps for it.
Thank you for the alley-oop.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Stolen away. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lets a floater go. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 20.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all
You had an open shot right over
times.
there.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Orlando making some changes. Bowl, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Suggs passes to Anthony.
Come on, Grandpa.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Offensive rebound, Bowl, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Bowl's got his second bucket tonight.
A towering presence that is Bowl. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And the shot goes down.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And here's Davis for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Bronx going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Anthony. This one for 3. Isaac misses. Here's Drew, covered by Anthony.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Kicks to Suggs. Wagner out of zone. It's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Now Suggs. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wagner's got 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. You know we have to see that great Mobile One drive one more time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. From deep. The Bronx working now with a fresh shot clock.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
It's good from long range.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Outside Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in.
Walk the little dog. Walk it. Yo, walk him the dog.
Here's Drew. He's got 15. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Drew's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
1:03 left here in the third quarter. Ball is knocked loose. Now here's Bull. He's covered closely. Looking to end the run. Anthony can't hit.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
He gonna miss it, watch.
Here's Wagner.
See?
Bronx grabs the miss. Garrett's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Bronx shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw missing. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bull. Banchero comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Fulton for Anthony. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Poked away.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Boots, first down. Lights
23
out.
seconds left
For
in the
you,
third.
lights.
And
Dang.
that one's good. Wagner.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
I'm the shooter of this team. And I'm going to...
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 15 points in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey. Players love competition, and the
Lights.
fans love it as well.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. Has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Bronx on top. Ending the third quarter on a 20-7 run. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center.
92-43. We are winning. Hold up.
And we're looking tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Mo Wagner out there with Anthony, and it's Okeke in at the 3 spot. Fultz is out there for Orlando.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
To the middle.
Remember, Carl Anthony is a shooter. In the dunk.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And it doesn't get any easier for Carmelo. Love seeing him go up strong inside.
Here's Garrett, covered by Anthony. Garrett with the bucket. Garrett's got 20.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
How many steals?
Oh. Ross on the wing. Wagner trying to get open. No good from Ross.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Passes it to Garrett. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game act.
Nabbing another steal.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals, remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost half the
Uncle Drew!
So for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Gary Harris in for Cole Anthony. Harris passes to Okeke.
I'm gonna have to block somebody. If
Wagner
he passes the ball.
Pass to Okeke.
Man-to-man.
6 on the shot clock. To halt the run, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball goes to the away team.
101 to 45.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Pass to Ross. Isaac with the ball.
He ain't making that. Isaac cannot shoot, but he's gonna make that.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Garrett, and it's sent back by Isaac. The 3.
Wow!
Buries it from 3-point range.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Garrett. He's covered by Isaac. With the hook shot. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the pass to Harris.
Harris cannot shoot either.
It's up a 3.
See, you see his jump shot is ugly.
Bronx grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ross grabs the board.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is?
You see that ugly jump
Give the
shot?
ball up.
Do you see that ugly jump shot?
Let someone else make a play.
Here's Garrett. He's covered by Isaac. They get it back. Kicks it to Garrett. Shoots over Isaac. And too long on the shot. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Once again off the mark, Orlando. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Timeout called. The Bronx. They're ahead by 50.
I need to see
We've got 1:48 left in the game.
Whoever's the team, whoever is the player of the game is the team captain.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance
player
of the game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Timeout called. Bronx. We talk about players, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Shoots the three, cranes the three-pointer. Ross has got his first 3 points of the game.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bronx.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for
that was
them to kick off this
Carmelo,
season series.
shoot
2
that
more
since you are a nice shooter.
games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. Well, Anthony is just this competitive. He wants everyone to know what he can do.
Here's the hook. Dishes it to Garrett. Second shot opportunity, and he converts the layup.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim,
big
driving another nail into the
big
car.
felonies.
Goal, that's
20
good.
points. They're all
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And that one misses.
Why is Bobo's lips so big?
For three.
Oh, they're gonna win this.
And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Don't even pass the ball. He's the next.
He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Oh!
And it's just competing.
Don't
giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
From deep three-point range, and it's Orlando with the rebound.
Gotta take more for the team. Gotta take more for the team. Drew,
can't hit that one.
Just like back in the day when we used to hoop, you can still throw the alley.
Here's Drew out to the wing.
For this little soul.
And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches, pushing the getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith.
Your streets, catch around northwest, southeast, northeast, on God, on my mind.
Hope you like this video, guys. Subscribe and like the channel, and we will see you next time.